Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Good morning, party people. Task for the day. Sad to say it, but that S70 is going to get stripped down. Picked it up yesterday. Found it on the internet. A couple people tagged me to it, but don't have no room for it. It's got several issues. Looks like it's been lowered, and it has got to go. So I'm going to try to strip that down today and get it hauled off. What's happening, party people? Got my exercise in. Picked up an S70 yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it the Vikings funeral. It is not going to make it. Tear this thing apart today. Hopefully have it out of here by 4 on its way back down to the scrapyard. It's already got a salvage title. Previous owners that had a lot of different issues with it and had the car 7 years, only put 20,000 miles on it, one thing after another. But unfortunately, I don't have the space for it. I got space for some of those parts. I'm hoping to get a wagon and use some of these parts to put that wagon together. So I'm gonna have me some breakfast, hit the shower, get started. So there it is. It's a T5M 98 model. A lot of modifications on it. Have to strip that stuff off of there before it goes to the scrapyard. Gonna take PR up to the storage unit, empty all these parts out of it so I can have a place to put some of these parts and haul them to the storage as well from that white car I'm about to strip down. Fire's right up. Hey, windshield wipers work a little bit. Roll these down, clear these side windows. Get this interior stuff put in this primarily empty storage. Going to be a hot one today, so I need to stay hydrated, get this cracking. Let me move these vehicles out of the way in that trailer and work on getting this car moved in the driveway. So when you're parking on a slope downhill, your tires should always be cut toward the curb. So if for some reason the car falls out of gear or something and it starts rolling, it'll roll downhill. It'll roll into the curb and stop after a few inches instead of rolling out into the street. So whenever you're parked with your front of your car going downhill, you should cut the front tires to the curb like they are here. And if you're pointing uphill, you should cut the tires away from the curb, so if the car rolls, it rolls right into the curb and stops immediately. Engine's torn apart on this, and I need to get it in the driveway, so I'm going to put it in gear and hold the starter. Let the starter move the car around. See how that works. Be tough getting up here in reverse, but I'm going to do my best. Let me open the garage in case I lose control, I don't bust the garage door. Just backed it up in here, was testing the door locks. All of them locked, and I unlocked twice, and it seems like all of them unlocked. So all the door latches are good. So as you can see, still doesn't have any engine stuff hooked up except for the battery. I'm going to test the sunroof real quick. See if that assembly works. If that works, I'll probably pull that too. Let's check it out. Sunroof seems to work fine. It's rusty, the actual glass portion, but the assembly works. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. So let me get started. Pop these door panels off and pop the doors off. Take the battery loose. Remove the dash. And then start working on this engine transmission stuff. Couldn't find my blower, so I swept the driveway. I have a new floor jack here, so I'm going to unpack it and use it. I got my tools, boxes, and other stuff ready to go. I can't find one of my batteries. I guess I'll run across it soon. Probably in this area somewhere. But I checked all the tools that it plugs into, and it's not plugged into Harry where it should be. So Harry is missing its battery. Wonder if it's in Panther somewhere. I've been avoiding this for some time now. However, now's the time. I now live in a place where I can actually have a floor jack. But I'm not going to be transporting this thing around. It's not mobile. The jacks that I normally use come with the Volvos there. I tease people that I like those jacks because I know they're dangerous and I'm not going to let them hurt me. However, I've seen people actually get hurt by these. This one is low profile. 3¼ inches is the lowest. It goes up to 20 inches. I think that'll be high enough for my purpose. It's got decent sized wheels. It's supposed to be heavy duty, rapid pump. Got it from Harbor Freight. So in this video, I'm going to be opening, unboxing, and first use of this Daytona low profile 3-ton jack, which is 6,000 pounds. I got it from Harbor Freight. Take off the top of the box. I had to cut tape around it. I lifted those two up. That's the jack. Those are the instructions. And I had a pole that has a interlocker. You push that in and slide that in and it locks the pole. So I'm going to lift this out, look over the instructions, see if there's anything special, and get to work using it. A couple safety precautions come to me. Only use on hard surfaces. Immediately after lifting it, support the vehicle with appropriate means, which means like jack stands. Do not try to move the vehicle while it's on the jack. Lift only where the vehicle manufacturer specifies that you should lift it with. Never work on or under or around a load supporting by this device. I had a buddy had BMW lifted up by 2 high quality floor jacks, and one kicked out, ended up pinned under the car for a few minutes until other mechanics got him out. Thank God he wasn't alone. Was in a coma for 3 days. Needless to say, that highly deterred him from working on cars anymore with his PTSD. Like the jack was shipped with this little stop in here. So you need to get that pried out of there so you can use the jack. Ooh, let me go get something. Pry that out of there. It has a recess part near the base of the pumping lever and the end of it square. So if you look down in there, you'll see that that's square down there. So you got to fit that down there and twist it a little bit till it falls over that square, and then you should be good to go for pumping. Screw it all the way in clockwise. I don't know if that's a stop screw or not. I don't think I'm going all the way down on there. Surely it wasn't unscrewed that much. Yeah, let me unscrew that a little bit and see if this will drop down on there. This bolt's finger tight. You loosen it, drop your handle down there, screw it back in so your handle doesn't come out. Then you can function the jack. Clockwise is closing it. As you can see, it pumps up. Then you turn it counterclockwise, it lowers it. So we should be ready for use. You only had to do 4 things to get it ready for use. 1, unpack it, check it, make sure it looks safe. 2, connect your handles together. 3, remove that storage transport clip that was in there. 4, loosen that bolt, drop it down in there, and you're ready to use. It is now 11:40. I'm going to get me something to drink, bring some ice water down here, try to keep myself cool. It's close to 80 degrees right now. Now I'm going to start taking the car apart. Got the headlights out. The fluid should be drained, but I'm gonna make sure that the coolant is drained. Put this over here in case this is fiberglass, I don't get fluids and stuff in me. So let me go ahead and pull the radiator and the intercooler, and then I'll make sure the engine oil is drained, jack the car up, start getting this engine and transmission out. T5M ECU, baby. KB-2, 98 model. Get all the fuses and breakers from under the hood. Now I got this tube out of here. Now I'm going to take this radiator package out and work on getting this manual transmission out. I'm going to pull the spark plugs first. Kind of a new starter. I'm not sure what brand it is, aftermarket some sort, but heck, Queen Bee needs a starter. That thing's skipping on me. Somebody cross-threaded this bolt here. Glad it's really not needed. This PCV stuff's relatively new. I'm gonna pull that stuff, pull an alternator, power steering pump, thermostat, and the head. So let me keep moving here. Player clamps. Somebody asked me how to deal with these things, how to install them, how to remove them. Normally I remove them by taking a small tip screwdriver, sticking them down in there, and twisting it open, and then working it down in there until I pop it open. And I never use them again. They're one-time use clamps. Got that one down there. Stick the deal under there, twist it, get it loose, pulls off. So there you have it. That's how you get them off. I got the pliers to get them on. The PCV was done. It's nice and clear, but it's got the original style clamp on it. Really strange for somebody to do a PCV and leave that on there. About to pull the starter. ABS module's out. All of the accessories is out. I'm getting ready to pull the head and then pull the transmission. Also going to drop that exhaust off the turbo. And I think this head's a 99 head with hydraulic lifters, so that's a good thing. AC system didn't have any refrigerant in it, and this clutch is rusted. It's not even spinning. I got it to turn a little bit, but I guess I'm gonna trash that AC compressor. 3/8 and a 10. Almost had 4 of a kind. A day or two ago, I was able to purchase a Makita battery. This thing was getting weak. It wouldn't break lug nuts or nothing, and when I first got it, it would. I suspect this was a 1.5, and this one is a 2.0. Down here it says 24 watt hours. The other one says 36 watt hours. So I think I'm going to be a little bit better off. And this one has a charge indicator, a 3-year warranty. I had the receipt saved in my computer. So hopefully that'll work out for me. Got it on the charger now, boy. Pulling these cylinder head cam cover bolts loose because I'm going to send this head in to be made true. And one bolt for sure is definitely stripped out. I'm going to put a time cert in there. I got them all loose. I'm going to go ahead and rip them out and stick them in a piece of cardboard as soon as I find the cardboard. OMG. Blue IPD and sway bars. $2:15. I'm going to take a lunch break and come back and hit it some more. Got the cam cover off. Got the cams out. Got the hydraulic lifters out. I put them over here in a tub. I'm going to drown them in oil and put those up. I put all the cam cover bolts in there, but one that was stripped out had a lot of metal on it. Where's that bolt at? So I'm gonna get a time cert. I'm gonna put it in there myself, or I'm gonna have the machine shop put it in there because I'm going to send this to the machine shop so they can see if it's true, make it true if necessary. I need to stuff a rag in that turbo so nothing falls down there. I was ready to take this water pipe off of here, and somebody put T40s in there. Oh my God, I never seen that before. So I got to get those out, and then I got everything else loose from this cylinder head. I didn't take this rear cam sensor off. The plug was damaged, it was trash anyway, but when I started to pop the cover off, I remembered that was there, and it broke the cam sensor on the inside, but that's no big deal. So these two bolts here was from that old style side bracket. Somebody put them back in the, I guess, block. Yeah, in the block. So let me go ahead and pull those two T40s out of that water pipe and lift that head out of here and get out of the way. Looks like the same head that's in Byron's car, so I could probably send this to the machine shop, get it made true, then get it back and replace all the valve stem seals in there and swap this into his car. And there it is, folks. That head is off. You can see the serial number of the engine if it was wiped a little cleaner. B234T3. It's supposed to be the original block. Serial number is 939499. Victor Rain's head gasket. I don't see where it was leaking at, but he said he think it was leaking. Something's going on down there. Never seen that before. Coming in from the water pump. But that looked like Volvo coolant was in there either. Yuck. What the heck is that? Alright, so let me keep rolling. Get this exhaust and turbo off. Asked my mechanic what that gooey stuff was. He said it looks like head gasket sealer. Nice try. With the cylinder head off and the turbo gone, I'm noticing it looks like there was a little bit of nicks in a couple of these piston tops. But got good cross hatching inside the cylinders. Yeah, so somebody jumped timing with this at one point. This is why I don't try to use head gasket fix in a bottle stuff. Crap like that happens. It gets sludging up your coolant passages, stuff like that. I think I got everything done up here. Time for me to go under. Actually, I'm gonna remove that mount bolt there. Remove that mount bolt there. Go down under it and take everything loose down there and pull that transmission. I'm going to pull the dash, so I went on ahead and pulled that engine cowl. I'm going to go ahead and pull that mount right there because the two 15s are there, and I'm going to pull this windshield wiper transmission. I'm going to pull this trim. Oh, the guy was having problems with the window leaking, and his dad used to work in glass, so they glued some stuff on this glass. So even though this glass doesn't have any marks on it, I may not be able to get it out. I'm going to try because it's a clean glass. Wiper motor's out. Bolts are out of the dash. I pulled the pressure switch for the brake. I guess it's going to leak the entire brake reservoir out. That's leaking like crazy. Didn't know that leaked out when you pulled that. Guess I need to push this up under there. Catch any fluid that's running out from under that. Guess we'll call that a fluid mix. Let me go get the jack. Jack this up, put some jack stands under it, and start pulling the rest of this stuff. Jack went up nice and smooth. It's on jack stands. The wheel chocks helped a little bit, but the car is manual and all of its stopping is on the front tires, which is off the crown, and the parking brakes doesn't work. So it was rolling with the jack, until I put the jack stands under this. Lower down on the jack stands. I'm going to remove the tires, the axles, and lower the subframe, get the transmission out. Street lights came on. It's getting dark. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go back PR up a foot or two, lock it up. I got the CV axle out here. I got the anti-sway bar end link loose off the IPD anti-sway bar. I was going to take the steering rack. I already got cast nuts spinning around, so I'm done with that. They got some IPD lowering springs on here that I'm not going to take. If somebody wants them, they better let me know today. So when I get up in the morning, I'm going to start on the other side. Wrapping it up. Gotta clean up my tools, lock those up, lock up this floor jack, and pick this up tomorrow. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.